Well, hello, my darlings, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racy, and I'm going to be doing the reading for you today. For those of you who are new to the channel, this is just a general energy reading of your collective zodiac sign. It may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't, don't force it to fit, just let it go. Check out your other planetary alignments. If you don't know what your other planetary placements are, all of your planets, in like your birth chart, you can Google sites that will allow you to generate that for free. You just need the day of your birth, the time you were born, and where you were born for the most, accurate chart. Once you have that, right? Once you have that, I'm going to break down a couple things for you so that, as you watch this reading, you can kind of get an idea of how the other signs might benefit you to watch. Okay, the sun sign, your sun sign is how others see you. Your rising sign is how you see yourself. Your moon is the part of you that is harder for you to understand. You're triggered from your moon. Your moon aspect, it's your shadows, it's the shadow aspects of why you're here, so those are your triggers. Your Mercury, wherever your Mercury is, that's how you're communicating. That's the style or the tactic you're using to communicate. Whatever sign, your Mercury falls in. Your Venus placement, whatever sign Venus falls in, that's your heart space. That's how you love. That's your divine feminine energy within, because we're all masculine and feminine energies. We're all that dualistic nature. Venus is your divine feminine. That's your heart space. That's what your heart space wants. That's what your heart space is going through. Your Mars is your divine masculine. Okay, that's your divine masculine aspect. That's what you're passionate about. That's the actions you're most likely to take. Okay, those are the action steps that you're most likely to take is your Mars. Doesn't mean it's the best the best choice to take. It just means it's the most likely choice you're going to make, the highest likelihood of whatever action. Your Jupiter is where you get lucky, or where you create your abundance. It's what expands your life. It allows your life to expand. It opens doors. Okay, it's very lucky wherever your Jupiter is. Your Saturn is your 3D reality. It's the outer reflection of where you are on the inside, okay? It also represents your money, your career, your work, your job, whatever you're doing. As far as your money, it's the physical 3D world, okay? That's Saturn. That's what shit looks like going on out there. Your Uranus is what catches you by surprise. It's the unexpected. It's the possibility that you didn't necessarily think was possible. Or it's divine inspiration. It's those aha moments. It's those eureka moments. It's those curveballs, those unexpected things, So wherever your Uranus placement is, know that that outcome is a legit possibility that the universe is tossing around, okay? It might be highly unlikely, but the universe is tossing that around. Neptune is the emotional current lifetime healing that needs reflecting on. All right, this is the subconscious level where we manifest from. This is our childhood wounding that needs to be healed. Things that we've learned about relationships or money that we picked up on from our parents, how we feel about ourselves, our own self-worth, like how we cope, those types of things. The emotional current lifetime healing that needs to be reflected on. That, whatever sign your Neptune falls in, take heed to those messages as far as what's going on, from this lifetime. Your Pluto is your past life karma. Neptune's current life, Pluto's past life. It's soul cycles. It's the deeper lesson. It's how you transform, how your soul grows, how your soul heals. It's that deep soul cycle clearing, right? And it's usually the deepest, darkest, sometimes painful to go through, but it's a very beneficial kind of purging energy, right? Wherever your Pluto falls, that's the kind of purge that's coming in with this. All right, that's what we manifest in our experience from the unconscious levels, the higher will, the soul's will that knows what it needs to do in its highest good to heal, okay? With that said, oh, don't forget your cusps. North Node and South Node too. North Node is destiny. Whatever sign your North Node falls in, that's your highest good path. That's your destined path. That's what's going to happen no matter what. That can't be taken away from you. That's where the divine is pushing you. Unless you follow your South Node. Whatever your South Node is, it's 180 degrees opposite of your North Node. It's its exact opposite. So it's your karma. It's the choices, it's the circumstances that are going to throw you back into karmic cycles. So wherever your South Node is, whatever that sign, whatever it lands in, don't go down those paths. Don't make those choices. Tell yourself right now. You're going to know what your South Node is, and you ain't going to make them choices. Okay? You ain't going to do it. And cusps, no matter what the planetary body is, if it's on a cusp, it can have dual elements to it, dual aspects to it. Cusps are when it falls in the last 2 degrees of a sign. So that's the 28th or 29th degree. When it actually falls on the cusp at the 0 degree mark, or when it's the first 2 degrees into the sign, into a new sign. So it's at the first or the second degree of a sign. All right, so you have that like 2 degree room for error, right? Within the window, the cusp window. So, Cancer. I pulled the first 2 cards from my Psychic Tarot of the Heart deck and my Wisdom of the Oracle deck. And that was, but the question that I held the intention for was, what did you do to get yourself here? What happened? Before we get into April, what is in the significant past that got you where you are, right? All right. We got the 7 of Swords, and we got Orphaned in reverse. So you went looking for the truth and let go of this I'm all alone by myself feeling. Like feeling bad about it. You might still be alone, but you don't give a shit anymore. I feel like you're looking at the truth from a new angle, like you're getting inside like this mental state here. This dark mental state. It's like she's sitting on this nest. She's a bird and she can't fly, like she's got no wings. She's all alone in her nest. She's all alone in her nest. And she's sad. And that's in reverse. I think you are opening up your mind. I think you really are expanding your mind, Cancer, into different areas that are truly enlightening for you. I think you're seeing things from 2 different perspectives. I think it's opening up a whole new world of stuff. And I feel like you're looking at it like, I could do it alone if I had to. I got this. I'm a fucking powerhouse. I know the truth. You're discerning in the mind. You're shining light on things. You don't have this, oh my God, I'm all by myself. What am I going to do feeling? You don't. You're like, I'm going to run this shit then. Yeah, my truth, I got it. And I'm going to run this shit. Yeah, fuck the nest. Who said I need to fly? You're like, I'll climb right the fuck out of there. I'll walk my ass wherever the fuck I want to go. I'll get there. I'll get where I'm going. That's the truth, ain't it? Cancer's determined. So, hell or high water, Cancer, you were determined. I feel like, especially after seeing these, this could be someone that like kind of left you abandoned, left you to your own devices, left you feeling alone, like maybe thinking you were gonna cry about it. And instead you like learned a lesson. It's like they wanted to punish you and see you sad. They wanted to and hope that you would be miserable without them kind of thing. And it's like, oh, but I'm not. Truth is, I was worth so much more. So here we go. So whoever this person is that feels like they've been left all alone, right? Here they are. Here's their energy. Still looking at all the spilled cups. And the Scorpion, which is Pluto energy. That stung, didn't it? Because if it didn't, it's gonna. When these 3 cups fell, that shit stung. Someone completely moved on. Someone completely moved on. In their mental space, they are completely detached from you. Or vice versa, take it how it resonates. You might have completely detached from someone who was very, like, codependent. Or couldn't be satisfied with their happiness. Focusing on the wrong things. Focusing all the negatives, like a negative Nancy. Instead of being positive Peter, he's being a fucking negative Nancy. And someone said, I got enough. I had enough of this. Not only that, but it's like you caught this person. Here's the 7 of Swords again. In 2 totally different lights. So you see she's opening it up, like she's opening the curtain. And here you could see the circus tent and the light coming from the doorway behind him. It's like, caught you. Caught you. Let the truth set you free. Somebody got caught. Or somebody's going to get caught. I'm also hearing there's 2 sides to every story. There's 2 sides to every story. I feel like, honestly, whoever this is that you're dealing with, I do believe that maybe this person was like codependent, or they had issues creating their own happiness within. But I'm feeling like they could say the same thing about you. You had a hard time creating your own happiness within. I almost feel like this person's a little resentful or bitter. Like, I feel like they did so much for you to just kind of like discard them like that, even though you kind of major definitely caught them. Like, crystal clear caught them. And you kind of knew the whole time. Validation didn't help. Didn't help this person. This is a pity me person. This is a feel bad for me person. You're releasing this person. You're like, I don't fucking feel bad for you. You made your bed, you lay in it. If you fucking lied, you lied. Like, you're moving on. That's the center energy. You're moving on. April, you don't want nothing to do with this shit no more. Out of the choppy waters. Into the bigger picture. Your mind's expanding. Cancer. Alright. Oh, so we have 2. Okay. Okay. This might have been, or could be, right? Because this is a future energy, but if you're watching this in hindsight or whatever. This is really significant. So we got the bully card in the reverse, which means the negative attribute, the shadow attributes highlighted. And so this is concealing deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. And the person here is Don Juan, using the power of romantic attraction for private agendas. So this person was probably cheating or talking to multiple people. Or singing a different tune to you than they were to somebody else. And someone fucking snapped on Don Juan. Someone had enough. They weren't just blowing smoke, blowing hot air. I'm threatening this or threatening that. Like, no. Just understand, Cancer, there is a fine line between truth and wrath. There really is. It's been the theme all week. there's a fine line between truth and wrath. Wrath comes from a place of hate, of disgust, of ego, right? Wanting validation or revenge or acknowledgement. Wrath, you get angry because you feel like you've been betrayed or wronged in some way and it needs to be vindicated. Truth, spoken with sheer passion, does not always come out pretty. But if you're not holding malicious intention to hurt someone, you're just being honest. If it hurts them, but it's not your intention. You're not trying to maliciously hurt anybody. There's no vengeance. There's no hate. If anything, it's the exact opposite. There's love there. Even if it hurts to say the truth, there's love there. There's a fine line between truth and wrath. Make sure you know the difference in April, Cancer. Especially when it comes to somebody who is like a fucking Don Juan. Yeah, this person's a fucking... I mean, given they have positive, seductive qualities, you know, I mean, it is in the light attribute. But as soon as I saw that Don Juan energy, I was like, oh, someone's getting mad at somebody else. Because they're... I want to say flirty or even touchy-feely with people. Like, they're super comfortable around people and it makes you uncomfortable. Like, why do you talk to them like that? Why do you flirt like that? Why are you messaging them like that? Like, you're sending them songs? Like, you're texting them songs and shit? Like, why? You know what I mean? And this person's like, why? Why do you feel the need to do all that shit? They don't like it. Yeah, someone got caught. Someone got caught. Someone moved on or is moving on. Like, this whole thing's wrapping up. Alright, so what's healing? Healing is the crown chakra. We got hope, support, miracles, and spirituality. Have faith in miracles for this person. Like, you don't need to wig out. You don't need to wig out. Have faith. And karma is a bitch. If this person is really doing all the shit that they're doing and they're gonna get karma dealt for it, then they will. Like, you just kind of have to leave this up to the divine. Know that the divine's working everything out the way it should be. Give it, you know, it's like let go and let God kind of thing. Take your hands off of it. Give it to the divine. It's not your circus, not your monkeys. Not your circus, not your monkeys. You don't have to have anything to do with this person. That's the truth. You don't have to have anything to do with this person if you don't want. Okay? And have faith that if you're meant to have this person in your life, if you're meant to reconcile, if you're meant to be civil or become friends, like, have faith, all of that will work out. If you seriously want this person to heal because you know the truth, you know they're in their pity party and you know the truth of their healing and blah, 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 and you could scream it until you're blue in the face and they don't hear a fucking word, have faith. The universe will teach them. Okay? Headspace, heart space. Headspace. Releasing feeling like a horse's ass. You're done feeling stupid. You're done feeling stupid with this person. I think they make you feel like you're such a fucking ass for ever being with them. Like, it's that kind of energy. Like, you feel fucking like, how could you have been with that person for this long? Like, they're fucking dope. They're a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thought in your head. That's the headspace. The heart space, until I feel safe, I can't give you what you want. Your heart is letting them know, until you feel safe, until you like the arrangement, until you like the agreement, whatever it is, until you feel safe, you can't give them what they want. Nope. And they're like, oh, why? Poor me, why? Why don't you want to give me what I want? Because you're a lying, cheating fuck, that's why. Dumbass. Seriously. Have faith. Let the universe take care of this fucker, okay? Let the universe take care of it. Let the universe take care of them. They are not your problem. Whoever they are, not your problem. Angel advice. Patience. Archangel Jophiel, your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. Everything is going to work out. Let the divine, take its course with things. Things need time to grow. Let the divine take its time. You might even want to get into a hobby like gardening. Plant some herbs like lavender, something that you can bring in the house that brings you peace. Lavender is like super peace, and it resonates with the crown chakra. It'll help you take your ego out of it, because the bully card, this is a bruised ego. Let's not get it twisted. Somebody bruised your ego, Cancer. Some Don Juan bruised your fucking ego and you didn't like it. You need to have patience with yourself, with yourself. Do some inner transformations. And don't worry, because no matter what happens, I'm being drawn to this cherub in the background. Like, she's just minding her business. She's just gardening. She's nurturing what she's growing in her world, in her life. And this little cherub is there, whispering love messages to her. It's okay. Self-love messages. You got this. Keep growing. Keep doing it. Almost like he's being her little cheerleader. And you can see she's got this truth shield, this orb around her head. This is her crown. Truth. She's seeing clearly. She's at peace. Be patient. Be patient. Be patient, Cancer. Things take time. Getting to know each other. This is as you're going into May. Right? So as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So if you're patient, right? If you're patient with this Don Juan, if you don't flip the fuck out on him, if you're patient, because I feel like I feel like a part of you might have to deal with this person, or have them get to know you over again, or vice versa. Yeah. I think someone might be getting to know themselves all over again too. Whether it's you or the other person or both of you, I think both of you are kind of in this place of rediscovery. You're finding out your own power. Finding out who's in your corner. The masculine energy is still by himself over here, but you can see the feminine has a whole slew of angels and people with her. So you're kind of getting to know your own selves. They're getting to know themselves alone. They're starting to accept themselves alone. That's their healing. That's why they're Don Juaning it up, because they're afraid of being alone. They're afraid of being left behind. They're afraid of not having somebody at the end of the day. They're afraid, legit. And they got to get to know themselves. Someone has to be okay and comfortable being alone, not being a fucking hoe. And the other person is getting to know herself and her social network. Her soul tribe, her family, getting in touch with her angels. You know what I mean? That's good stuff. What's the reminder? Priorities. April is all about understanding the paramount importance of manifesting love in all situations. Don't let your ego get the best of you, Cancer. Not in April. Just put some love in it. Sprinkle some love on it. Okay? Get your priorities straight. That person's not your priority. Their feelings aren't your priority. Their perception is not your priority. Healing them is not your priority. Helping them be happy is not your priority. Fixing any of their problems is just not on your list to do at all. No. Just be loving. Just put love out there. You want to give love energy to that person? Great. If you don't, great. Doesn't fucking matter. Do as you're guided. Do as you're guided. You know? Give love as you're guided. So if anybody wants more insights into, you know, April on a week-by-week basis, you can connect with me on Facebook. The link's in the description. It's facebook.com/Divine Rebel Readings. The deadline is in a couple days on March 31st to join the April group. If you want to jump in at any time, it's $120 for the rest of the year or just $20 for the month of April. You can reach out to me at Divine Rebel Readings and let me know. In the meantime, guys, I hope you do have a wonderful month. I hope this, you know, this whole ordeal is not too much of a thorn in your side. Cancer, I do feel like there's just a lot of getting to know yourself all over again. You know, really starting over, understanding your truth, not getting bent out of shape, not feeling stupid. You know what I mean? Like, give yourself a fucking agenda. You know, something you want to accomplish and get done this month, and stick to it. Stick to it. Bye, guys.